My young friend, do you know what justice is?
Of course, justice is the enforcement of the law.
My name is Socrates. I'm neither a poet, nor a politician, nor a formal teacher. My face does not resemble that of heroes. Yet the people of my city say I am dangerous. All right, you said justice is the enforcement of the law. If a law is unjust, is it still justice? Do not worry, I know nothing either. The answer comes quickly, but when you ask why or ask more questions, the answers begin to tremble. Now, if the majority pass a law to silence the minority, is that justice too?
If it is law, yes, because the people decided.
Do people always know what is good for them? Does a child who eats too many sweets know what is good for him?
A child? No, but we are adults.
So being an adult means being wise?
If wisdom is the condition of justice, should we not define wisdom before making laws?
My friend, I teach you nothing. I only ask to see whether what we think we know, we truly know.
Are you a teacher?
No, I am a midwife. My mother was a midwife. She helped women give birth. I do the same, but with thoughts.
What do you mean?
Truth is within you. I put nothing inside you. I only help what is hidden within you to be born. Sometimes the result is beautiful. Sometimes it merely shows that nothing was there.
Then why do most of us feel we know nothing after speaking with you?
Because the first step of wisdom is realizing one's ignorance. The worst ignorance is not knowing that you do not know. Years ago, my friend went to Delphi. He asked the oracle, "Is anyone wiser than Socrates?" The answer was no. When I heard this, I laughed, because I knew that I know nothing. So I decided to go and prove her wrong. Then I spoke with some skilled men to prove that they are wiser than I. What is justice to you? A tool for the strong? Justice is balance, you know this. Is it? But is your morality absolute? It is truth unchanging. What of survival? With your questions, you make people suspicious of traditions. I only ask, what is the problem with that? Your questions weaken the foundations of order. If order collapses with a few questions, is it truly order? After speaking with you, young people no longer trust their elders. Trust must rest on wisdom, not on age or position. So you say we are ignorant? I speak of myself. But if my questions disturb you, perhaps they have revealed something you do not wish to see. What do you mean? You see, when questions grow slightly deeper, this is how they react. It was the same with poets and craftsmen. Poets spoke beautifully, yet could not explain the meaning of their own words. Craftsmen were skilled in their trade, yet extended that skill to everything. Gradually, I understood the oracle had not erred. If I am wiser, it is only because I know that I do not know, while they refuse to admit their ignorance. Now come with me. I want to tell you something secret, my friends. Now I want to talk about my thoughts and ideas. I wrote no book. What you know of me comes from the writings of my student Plato and to some extent Xenophon. This city of Athens, with all its virtues, is like a sluggish horse, and I am the gadfly that seeks to awaken it. Tell me, what do people do with a gadfly?
I brought philosophy down from the heavens and nature to man and daily life. I only question because something within me urges me to awaken people through inquiry. I have no ready-made answers, but what I have understood so far, I will tell you.
I have realized that justice is not merely the enforcement of law. Justice is not dependent on the vote of the majority. Justice is rooted in knowledge. If someone truly knows what good is, he cannot act unjustly. Justice is moral and inward, not merely contractual or political. Virtue is knowledge. What does that mean? It means if someone truly knows what is good, he will surely do it. Ah, these fruits look so fresh. This apple smells wonderful. No one knowingly does evil. Evil is the result of ignorance. If someone commits injustice, it is because he does not understand that injustice ultimately harms himself. For me, self-knowledge means examining one's beliefs, doubting apparent knowledge, and testing life. The unexamined life is not worth living. If a person does not reflect on his values and choices, he has only biological life, not human life. And about politics and government, this much I have understood. Just as we entrust a ship to a skilled captain, so government should be in the hands of those with moral wisdom. Even if a law seems unjust, it must be reformed from within. Committing injustice is worse than suffering it. Of course, I still have many questions to ask. So that perhaps through these very dialogues, truth may emerge. The young people enjoyed this intellectual game and my questions. Watching influential men struggle to answer entertained them. But for those men, it was not pleasant. Each time someone faltered before my questions, instead of anger at themselves, they became angry at me. Rumors began quietly. Socrates denies the gods. Socrates corrupts the youth. Socrates makes the weaker argument appear stronger. Strange. I only ask, what is virtue? What is justice? What is truth?
And this became corruption?
I'd better go and get some rest. I have a long day ahead of me tomorrow. Sometimes I ask myself, should I fall silent? Is the city's peace worth my silence? But each time I remembered, the worst ignorance is not knowing that you do not know. If I too fall silent, who will question? And now, they say it is time to answer. Not in the marketplace, in court. They wish to see whether my questions remain even in the face of death.
Watch the rest of the story in the next episode, and thank you for liking and subscribing.